Daily Blast. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Good morning. Welcome to DBL. We're so grateful you guys have joined us. I'm here with my two favorite people. It's lovely to see you both.
Lovely to see you.
Exactly.
We made the two favorite lists. Her husband's not even up here. I
No,
like
he's
that.
way down. Way
It's
down.
it's a different venue.
Different list, totally different list. All right. Well, we all know what now the fallout is for the Oscars slap. So Will Smith, I'm sure you've seen, is now barred from attending the Oscars for the next 10 years. He was able to keep his Oscar, and he can still be nominated, but he will not be able to attend the ceremony or any other Academy events. So, DBL Nation, what do you think of this punishment? Was it too severe? Not severe enough? We want you to vote. So go to dblvote.com to weigh in. And as we talk, you'll see the bottom of your screen. Keep voting and make sure you know you're part of this conversation. Erica, what do you think about this 10 years? Was it surprising for you?
It's just very ironic at this point. Like, this situation started off with a joke, and now it's ending as a joke.
Explain what you mean.
Because it's like, I mean, at this point, like, it's seen all of the cycles that we normally would wait like years for any pop culture moment to have. And now people are very much over it. We already have a new fight with NASCAR.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so people are like, oh my God, I'm traumatized. I can never get behind the wheel again, which is hilarious. If you haven't read some of these tweets, for people who are really just saying about this situation and how people were just so, affected and traumatized by it, and then we get something like what happened this weekend, it's like, does it get that same energy? So that's why I mean, like, it started with a joke, and now it's just become the joke.
Interesting take. What do you think, Were you surprised by the 10 years? I thought it was like 10 years.
I thought 10 was a lot, but I thought about it. I like to take the celebrity out of it because that's the way I like to look at things. And if I smacked one of your husbands at your wedding, I think it'd be 10 years before I got an invite to your next Super Bowl party. So I think it would.
Yeah, you probably never again.
Yeah, probably
to be
never.
honest about that.
Never.
Right.
So when I look at it like that, is 10 years that crazy? No, if somebody's like, hey, you got in a fight with Erica's husband at the altar, so it's going to be a decade or so.
Decade.
I think that seemed about right to me. It seemed normal. I mean, any number, there would have been a back and forth. But more than anything, it's just like, it's a sad situation. And it does bring me joy that it is slowly winding down so we can start the healing process, because we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do either of you think he should have had his ability to get an Oscar removed, or are you happy that he can still get an Oscar?
I don't think removing or taking away someone's Oscar really does anything. I don't see the point. Well, I don't see the point in doing that when it's about, otherwise you're kind of, I don't know. I think it takes the credibility and the stature of the Oscar away by removing it. It's either you were the best or you weren't.
Well, I think if you did that, just listen to what you're saying, you got me thinking, would that affect his ability to get a job? Because if you're making a movie that you think is an Oscar-worthy kind of role,
that's my question.
Would you pick a person that couldn't win the Oscar?
Would you cast
I would
him?
Pick somebody that had a chance. So,
I think this, not only do I agree with you, I think people will be concerned about not having. That was my concern, is that if he can't get another Oscar, would he be cast? And is his essentially career cut for 10 years? Because who's putting him in a movie at that point?
We'll see.
All right, keep voting in. We are going to continue speaking of the slap because Chris Rock performed in California over the weekend and joked that I don't know if he's joking, Al, that he's not talking about it.
I told y'all this one.
You did, Al, until he gets paid. He also said he got his hearing back after getting slapped. Meantime, Jada was seen out for the first time since the Oscars. She attended the opening of the Rhymes Performing Arts Center in LA wearing this gold gown. Also over the weekend, Jada and Will Smith's daughter Willow performed on SNL alongside Camila Cabello, but just moments before, SNL had cracked these jokes about her dad.
He can still be nominated and even win an award. He can even go to the after party. He just doesn't have to attend the 4-hour ceremony where someone is definitely going to make fun of his wife again. Honestly, I think a real punishment would be to make Will Smith host next year's Oscars.
What do you guys think about that response and of Willow on SNL? That was cool.
I think there's two different things we need to unpack here. One, that was hilarious. That was really funny.
Wasn't it?
That was well done by the writers. And also, Erica made me a little sad because you're performing on SNL with one of the most famous pop artists alive right now. And the lead into that performance is a joke about something your dad did. And this is what I was so worried about, was just this overshadowing so many great things. I couldn't imagine looking and seeing Abrian, my daughter, performing on SNL. But the first thing is they have to talk about something I did. That would kill me more than anything.
See, I question when she was scheduled.
I agree with you.
To be part of the musical.
I agree with Erica on that.
I didn't think about that.
I was assuming that she decided to make this move after what's gone down in the past couple of weeks, and to see her in this show of real strength, keeping things moving, like her moving into that position because her parents aren't able to at that moment. That's what the daughter does.
She stepped up.
Yeah.
She stepped up. That's interesting. All right, let's take a look at what you guys think. What do you think of Will being banned for 10 years? Not severe enough, says 60% of you.
They wanted 11 years.
10 and a half. 40% of you say too severe. Love you to write in on YouTube.
What do you think, Tori?
I thought 10 is a long time. I thought 5 maybe, but 10 to me seems like that's kind of cutting out his career. I mean, again, if you're not going to cast him, that's an enormous amount of time. Now, do I also think he did something terrible? Yes, I do. So I'm sort of in the middle here.
Way to take a stand on a talk show.
I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just sad about the whole thing.
It's sad.
I like Will Smith at an award show. I love seeing him and his personality, and I'm just bummed out about the whole thing.
I know we got to go, but I hope everybody looked at this and remembers that, like, this is what happens when you go, I just went off and did my thing. You have to remember everything that happens. There are consequences and ripples.
Yeah.
And just that whole, like, I lost my mind. It's almost like we're in a position now because everything is recorded. That can't be an ideology anymore. You have to keep your head at all times or this will happen. I think if this happens in 1996, all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially at the Oscars with so many people watching. It was just so public.
It's going to be replayed forever.
Yes, exactly. All right, write us in what you think should be the punishment if you disagreed on our poll. Coming up on DBL, the Food Network's Jeffrey Zakarian is looking for the next rising star. He tells us all about his cooking competition show. Plus, Bennifer is engaged again. We're taking a look at the rings from 2002 to 2022.
Closed captioning provided by
Connect with Al, Lindsay, Erica, Jeff, and Tori.
This is going to be a good one.
Real conversations are on DBL.
I tried to contain myself. I wanted to scream it out loud.
DBL, all new every day. I hope.
A lot of movies he does aren't Oscar movies anyway.
Okay, so we have our EP Chris up here who knows all things Hollywood. I really do. I defer to you on a lot of things because you never let things, you kind of put things in perspective because you've been in the business. And you said you don't think this will affect?
No, for a while, but I think he'll.
When you say a while, 2 years?
Yeah, maybe a year.
Mm-hmm. But don't you think Will Smith was getting into the type of his career and the age in which he was getting more and more serious?
Well, he was just about to do Bad Boys 4.
That could be Oscar winning. Come on now.
So
there's a little buzz around that.
I think that a lot of these actors do kind of like to do Oscar type movies, but then they like to do the bigger budget movies where they get paid.
The Independence Day.
So,
now, do you think that'll stop anyone from
I think
carrying
they'll
that?
probably still do Bad Boys 4, but after maybe a year delay.
I was
going to
say, do you think he'll just be doing like basically like Armageddon's kind of, you know?
But if you're Michael Bay, would you hire him still?
Yeah, because Michael Bay's movies are
In fact, I think Michael Bay has
not...
come out to say
he would hire
him. Yeah.
It's Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be your chance to get Will for some of that, because he might be at that stage of his career where he's like, he wants to do smaller kind of.
I think
because I liked 8 Pounds. Did you ever see that?
Break.
Yes.
I loved 8 Pounds. No one ever talks about
8
that.
8 Pounds was great.
It was such a great movie. Like I was like,
eyes at the end.
Oh my goodness! Like I was on a flight watching that. I was like, oh my God.
You're all excuse me.
In the
I did hear the family say that they think it would be a good time to take a break from acting.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a
he'll
self-imposed,
take a self-imposed break for a
Yeah.
year maybe, and probably get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would love that for them.
Yeah.
Like
Just a break.
Yeah, everybody
agreed.
needs a break.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they don't sit down and do a big red
I don't
table
want
talk
that. It's
about
going to
it.
stir up so much stuff, and something that said is going to
agree
be
with
taken and remixed, and they're going to make a song off. It's just
And they're like, did they do it for the red tape? It's going to have all those components. Welcome back. It's official. Bennifer's engaged for
Yay.
the second time. As we all know, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck rekindled their romance about a year ago. And J-Lo posted a video on her newsletter. First off, why don't I have a newsletter? Looking down at her 8.5 carat green diamond engagement ring. That is so cool. In a previous post, she said that green was her lucky color. Jen and Ben were engaged back in 2002, but called it off in early 2004. Her first ring from Ben was a 6.1 carat pink diamond. Do you all remember that one? Mm-hmm. And then A-Rod gave her a 16 carat emerald cut diamond. So she's had a total of 6 rings.
Okay.
She's like
She's
Brady.
like the Bulls.
Yeah. She's like Jordan. What do you guys?
2 3-peats.
So a green diamond I looked up extremely rare. How do you guys feel about the green? What do you think, Erica?
Ask
It's
the
a
jewelry
beautiful
queen.
piece.
I think it's gorgeous.
I am not the jewelry queen.
Yeah, you are.
Erica, I can't see right now because of your ring. All right? So I don't want to hear that.
That is not true.
Did you ever consider, like, not asking, but like, would you ever? Why don't we see more colored diamonds?
Because they're expensive.
Okay. I always thought like
They're very rare.
Very expensive. I mean, I guess it would depend on where you're hanging out. If you're at the Beverly Wilshire, I'm sure you see them quite often.
Why don't I see more colored diamonds at the gas station?
Come on. No, they're like extremely rare to get that color.
Right.
Yeah, and very difficult to get, which is, I guess, the exclusivity. Would you want a diamond or propose get one that has color in it?
I think so.
I think
the
cool.
bigger question is, okay, she's been engaged. She has 6 rings. What do you do with those? Do you just keep them? I don't. I truly don't know.
Okay, if you actually got married, then yes, the woman can keep the ring. If you are engaged and you never get married, engagement rings are in contemplation of marriage. So that's a part of a contract. You should be returning the ring. I know some people don't feel that same way, but I'm telling you now, always offer to return the ring because that's your karma. You do not want to keep that energy with you.
I agree.
So yeah, I say return the ring. But I mean, I would never do a ring that was a diamond that was a color because it was already very weird for me to have like the ring that I had. Like no one believes that it's your wedding ring. Just like you went to TJ Maxx and got like a
little rhinestone.
So I'm like, I mean, especially when I first got engaged, like I was on the bus like turning it around, like in a lot of different places, just being like, this is weird. Like, I would be thinking, why is she wearing this if she can't even afford a car?
That's fair. That's fair. She's on the bus currently. That's
well, I mean, people take buses for a lot of different reasons, but at the time, I really couldn't afford a car, so it was
for
really
the usual
weird.
reason you
yeah, it was
okay.
very weird for me to have a ring like that and not have a car.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, well, speaking of weddings, David and Victoria Beckham's son, Brooklyn, is a married man. Mazel.
Wow.
Huh? He and
Feel so old.
Nicola, right? Yes. Peltz got hitched in Palm Beach, Florida over the weekend. The bride wore I can't tell you how stunning this was. It was a Valentino couture dress, very classic. The lavish ceremony reportedly cost $3.5 million. Guests included Serena Williams, Eva Longoria, and Mel C. David posed with Brooklyn and other sons, Cruz and Romeo, who were groomsmen. The wedding was held in Nicola's father's compound. He's worth an estimated $1.7 billion. The couple also reportedly signed a prenup. Now, just in case you're wondering, David and Victoria are worth about $450 million.
This should be a crime.
So much money.
What's the crime?
How does anybody, I don't care how much money you have, how do you just like show up like that?
I know.
I don't care how much money you have.
I know.
It's just, how is that possible? Like they look like something that was painted.
I know. It's like a Renaissance.
It doesn't even look
painting.
real.
I didn't like it. Eric, I'm not trying to have a hot take. I didn't like it. Does this cold, sterile photos. Like you can't tell if they love each other. You can't tell if they were photoshopped. That picture, they don't look like they were even like they've met before. I like to see couples. Have you ever seen a couple look when they're dancing and you're like, yeah, in about 2 hours. You know? I like that when there's like this romance, and those just seem like those are staged for some magazine.
Well, maybe it is because of the British culture, a little more stiff upper lip. Yeah.
All right.
But I know that look. I gave that look to my husband. Coming up on DBL, Food Network star Jeffrey Zakarian is putting down his own money to find the next best chef. He's telling us about his new competition series, Big Restaurant Bet.
This
We've all dreamed about someone knocking on our door and handing us a giant check, as advertised by the Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes. Several verified viewers reached out to us to share emails and texts they've received claiming they're the big winners. So let's verify. Does Publishers Clearinghouse ask winners for money to receive a prize? Our sources are Publishers Clearinghouse, the Federal Trade Commission, and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. PCH says it gives away $13 million a year in various prizes, ranging from $1 Amazon gift cards to several $1,000s a week for life. One text forwarded to us by Rose says she won more than $7 million and a new car. The text was supposedly sent by Dave Sayer, PCH's Director of Advertising, and wanted Rose to pay $400. PCH says this is a common scam tactic that uses the names of real employees in a criminal attempt to deceive you, and they never ask people for money. The company says its biggest winners are notified in person by their prize patrol. Other major prize or super prize winners are contacted by overnight mail and never by email or text, although smaller winners, like the $1 Amazon gift card winners, may receive an email. Both the FTC and U.S. Postal Inspection Service say if anyone asks you to pay to get your prize, it's almost certainly a scam, and you should report it to them. So, no, Publishers Clearinghouse will never ask winners for money to receive a prize, and they only tell you you've won in person or by mail. In case you're wondering, PCH says the odds of winning its current grand prize are 1 in more than 6 billion. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Chopped judge and Iron Chef Jeffrey Zakarian and his wife are putting their money where their mouth is. They are risking $250,000 of their own money on one lucky chef who can survive a culinary gauntlet. Earlier, we spoke with both of them. Jeffrey and Margaret, we are so excited. Welcome to DBL. So, Jeffrey, we have to ask you this. When it comes to Chopped, which is like my family's favorite show ever, have you ever felt like maybe you were a little too tough?
What are we supposed to do with these?
Nibble.
Nibble? I don't think so.
I get a lot of cold-hearted jokes on the set. You know, that I'm the Tin Man. I don't have a heart.
Yep.
Well, who didn't have a heart? Was it the Tin Man?
Yeah. He needed oil. Yep, that's the guy.
No, who didn't have a heart?
The lion? I don't know.
I think it was the Tin
anyway.
Man.
Oh, it was the
Tin Man.
lion.
Okay. He
It
needed
was the
oil
lion.
and he needed a heart.
The lion
definitely-
needed courage. The Tin Man needed a heart.
Okay, we're
Jeffrey
back.
had it. Jeffrey
Okay,
had
I
it.
apologize. Continue.
Well, what are you guys smoking out there in Denver?
Hey, well, it is legal here.
It's recreational, sir. It's recreational, sir.
We're not just.
Just saying. I love the attitude today. Was I too hard? I mean, you have to be hard. I think. I don't think I was too hard. You know, we take a lot of criticism and we sort of dish it out. Positive first thing, criticism next. But it's a very hard show, and you know, sometimes it sounds like we're being harsh. But you have 1 in a 1 in 4 chance of winning $10,000. I mean, those are really much. If you had those odds in Vegas, you know, you'd be very happy.
I'd be playing them.
So, yeah, it's a serious show. We want to make sure that we're very honest with what we say to them. And it's hard to judge because imagine giving criticism to like a 12-year-old and saying you're chopped.
I would not be able to. I'd have to turn my chair. I'd be like, this is not very good, but I love you and you've got a great life ahead of you.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of children, Jeffrey, Margaret, you guys are the proud parents of 3 kids. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a
Mazel
beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So, Margaret, what is the toughest criticism your kids give you for the things that you cook?
Oh gosh, they're hard. I mean, talk about a no heart, and they're harder than this guy. They are
Ruthless, brutal.
ruthless. I mean, we taught them too well, I think. We taught them too well. Seasoning, for sure. They know if something is over-seasoned, under-seasoned. Wow. They call us out a lot. Both of us.
My 12-year-old, a very short time ago, we're eating dinner, and I made spinach. And she said to me like this, while she's eating spinach on her phone without breaking, like, a look or shush, Dad, this is not your best effort.
That's hilarious.
You were known for using chopsticks for everything on Chop. So just answer this question for me. Why did you ditch the fork?
Well, if you have a scratch back here, it's so much easier to get it with chopsticks than a fork. Come on, you know that.
And it's just a swag move to just pull them out.
People ask me that question. I get that question all the time, and they think like it's because I don't want to eat a lot, or I'm like, it's not. It's because there are 4 ingredients in the basket, and they're insanely ridiculous, crazy ingredients. And first of all, you need to identify them. So when I'm picking around with a fork and I want to have just a bite of one of the ingredients individually, it's hard because they say it's rice. You can't like stab one piece of rice in. So I'm just trying to taste each one of the basket ingredients. I'm like, okay, check. They have the basket ingredients. How do they transform them? So that's another check. And then I go back, if you don't notice, I go back and then I put it all together and eat it as a bite.
I'm Jeffrey with a J, you're Jeffrey with a G, much more fancier. Do you do the chopstick thing when you're out at restaurants yourself, or is this just on the show?
No, unless I'm at, a restaurant that, I'm at an Asian restaurant, which are all the time.
Okay. But you bring your own?
I eat with a fork.
But you bring your own?
I don't bring my own.
He brings his own fork.
Long, slim box with personalized fabric.
No, that would be good though. If you want to get me that for a Christmas gift, I would take it.
There's, I think at Tiffany's,
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton, they have a set of chopsticks we did on the show. Margaret?
Stocking stuffer. Now, I have the good news. We get to your new show, Big Restaurant Bet. 250,000, 250 big ones of your money up for grabs. Now, what are each of you looking for in the winning chef? You're like, this chef deserves the money. What are y'all looking for?
Passion, grit, perseverance, determination. Like that they want it so bad. They want to open their own business so bad that they're willing to do what it takes to make it. Because it's not easy, right? Everyone, oh, this would be so great to have a restaurant. It would be so cool or so fun. It's not that at all. And so who really has the smarts, the determination, the will to make it work?
It's not like you don't go, I'm going to open a restaurant and become rich. That's not what it is. It's like you want to do this. Maybe you can franchise it and there's other ways to do that, but you got to get it right the first time. You really do.
Well said.
Well said. So I guess you're looking for a chef that's hungry. Nailed it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the pity point. Thank you. DBL Nation.
And I do want to say this was you guys' best effort.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Like the spinach. You can catch Jeffrey and Margaret on their new show, Big Restaurant Bet, on Food Network, airing now. Also, please follow them on Instagram. They're fabulous. Lovely to meet you both.
What a pleasure.
What a pleasure. We'll be right back. Thanks, guys. It was an honor.
Thank you for the kind words.
Thanks.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Scammers have been around for centuries, but for whatever reason, it seems like they just keep getting better and better at finding ways to take our money. And let's face it, they can be very convincing. THV11 Verify viewer Doris reached out to us explaining how she ordered a patio set online from a website claiming to be Home Depot. She wanted to know if she'd fallen victim to a scam.
I saw the advertising on Facebook and with the Home Depot logo, and it said a 5-piece patio set, regular $8.98 at 93% off, which will cost $59.98 with no shipping and handling. And I thought, well, since it was Home Depot's logo, it was okay. But then I got kind of suspicious.
When Doris checked her bank statement, she found a charge from a foreign company for $59.98, the same exact amount that patio set she thought she was buying from Home Depot was supposed to cost.
When you saw that, what was going through your head when you realized this was not Home Depot?
I was like, uh-oh, I think I've been got.
Unfortunately, we can verify this was a scam.
It sounds like she has reached what we call a lookalike website. And it does sound like a scam.
Kara Carlin with the Better Business Bureau serving Arkansas says there are a lot of these kind of websites online right now. She suggests taking a very close look at the domain you're using.
That www address, especially if you have clicked onto the website from an online advertisement or a text or an email, So for example, rather than walmart.com, you could be at walmart.co.
Here's what you can do if you paid someone you think is a scammer. If you paid with a credit or debit card, the Federal Trade Commission suggests you contact the company or bank that issued the card to let them know there was a fraudulent charge. You can then ask them to reverse the transaction and refund you your money. If you have something...
A group of trade associations that depends on coins like banks, retailers, and grocery stores are asking the Treasury Department to convince Americans to start using coins again. They point out this is a real problem for people who don't have the resources to pay electronically. An estimated 22% of Americans are unbanked or underbanked. While this is being called a coin shortage, experts say that's not really true. There are coins, they're just being stored in jars and piggy banks in homes across the country. While Americans have been moving away from paper money for years, the pandemic sent the trend into hyperdrive. Some businesses even stopped accepting cash, forcing people to rely only on electronic payments. Now, when people do use cash, stores often don't have enough coins to make change. That has forced them to come up with creative solutions. That includes rounding up transactions for charity donations and giving change back on loyalty cards. So, if you've got a jar full of change on your desk, it's time to break it open.
This April, connect with Al, Tori, Erica, Jeff, and Sam. What are we talking about? Real conversations are on DBL. I love this story.
That's why you watch every show.
DBL, all new every day. Welcome back. We've got the tips to keep you moving and motivated to hit your weight loss goals. That's today's Focus on Fitness presented by QB. First up, this happens with me a lot. If you're bored with your current fitness routine, don't be afraid to try something new like aerial yoga I might try. Next, taking part in a fitness challenge is a good way to keep yourself healthy and make yourself feel like you're actually part of a community, which I need because I don't feel that way. Finally, watch or listen to something entertaining to improve your workout experience like a podcast, an audiobook, or your favorite show. QB is a great way to get some quick exercise regardless of physical ability or age. Try their under-desk elliptical at home. Call 1-800-556-2089 or visit QB.com to learn more.
So basically, focus on your fitness and call Tori.
Yeah, I need help. Yeah. I need a community. Love you guys. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Be good to yourselves. Bye, guys.